want to do this video real quick because I'm getting ready to dry some breadcrumbs. And I just want to let you know in this video that, you know, if you throw, a lot of people will throw the ends and pieces out of their bread. It makes absolute perfect breadcrumbs, or you can even use it for croutons for your salads. But me, I don't eat croutons pretty much in my salad, so I always dry mine for breadcrumbs. So all I do, and these are froze. This bread is, some of it still froze right out of the freezer. So when I go through my bread and, you know, the last piece, I always call it the schnitzel anyway, but the last piece, you'd call it the heel of your bread that everybody hates, and, you know, they'll go down 3 or 4 pieces down a loaf of bread to get away from that. I put them all in a bag in the freezer, and then when I get a nice bunch going, I will dehydrate them. And it only takes like maybe 2 hours to dehydrate bread slices, and then it makes an absolute wonderful breadcrumbs. I just put it in my food processor. I put about a handful not a handful, half a handful of Italian seasoning, and I grind it all up together, and I wind up with some really wonderful breadcrumbs. And then with those breadcrumbs, I also make my my homemade shake and bake mix. I call it shake and bake mix, and I make that out of my own breadcrumbs. So that, you know, I'm not low on breadcrumbs. My mother is needing some breadcrumbs, but she doesn't have any of the shake and bake mix that I always put together. So basically that's what this is going to go for. So with that, I got 3 trays here. Now I'll probably find something else to, you know, put on there to go with it to make it a full run, but if not, that's all right, because this is only going to go for a couple hours. So when that's all done in a couple hours, I'm going to bring you back and I'm going to show you exactly how I put, you know, the breadcrumb, how I do the breadcrumbs and season them. So we'll be back, friends. All right, these are all dried, and I bet, oh gosh, I bet they stayed in there for about, I think I left them in there about 3 hours or so, but they're dry, good and crispy. So this is what I do. I wanted to show you all these, how they, you know, I lay them out there. I already showed you that. But they are ready to go. So this is what I'm going to do. Actually, I'll put this over here. Ooh, that's like running your fingers down a chalkboard. Okay, I dump them in here in my handy dandy bucket because it just makes life so much easier. Everyone. Okay, let me set these aside. All right, now all I do, my hands are clean. I'm just going to reach in here and I'm just going to crunch them up just a little. Just kind of squish them. Don't have to be in, you don't have to make them into crumbs. Just this way they'll fit in your food processor nicely. Okay? So set that aside. I've got my food processor right here. We're going to plug this baby in. Now I'm going to season mine. These are going to my mom, and she told me she wanted the garlic onion powder and Italian seasoning in hers. That's how she likes them. Let's lift this up a little bit. So that's how I'm going to make those for her. So I just come in here and I dump. You'll be able to get all this in here once they get ground down a little bit. Oh, this. There we go. Now, oh, this gives me fits sometimes. There. Look at this. I can't complain. It was only $2. Just grind it a little bit. All right. With that, we'll get the rest of these in here. You guys are going to love this. This is so nice. Don't waste none. you know what? I'm going to season it and then I'll do that. So I'm going to put a big, I'm going to put a big old handful of Italian seasoning there. Probably a good couple tablespoons worth. Because she likes hers really seasoned. You can do it light. You can add any seasoning you want. You know, whatever combination you want. Put the garlic in there. She uses this for her chicken, for her pork chops. Alright, this is my homemade onion powder. So I'm going to put, I'll put about a good teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon and a half in there. Okay? That's it. That's all she likes in there. Okay, here we go. We're going to mix it, let it go. This makes the greatest breadcrumbs ever. And it's all your ends and pieces of your bread. Stale bread. You can. I've even used this, put my homemade bread in there. Now look at how beautiful that turned out. Look at how nice that is. And crumbly. Perfect, perfect breadcrumbs. And nicely seasoned. So, we're going to set this aside. I put them back in here. And I'll show you. They are all ground up nicely. See that? My hands are clean. Beautiful. Okay, so with that, I got a little bag for her that has what they are and the date on there. See that? What they are and the date. I'm going to dump this in this bag. I don't have a quart size one, so. Alright, there is her breadcrumbs. Roll it and get all the air out of it. Well, it isn't going to seal. Maybe have some crumbs in there. Okay, there, it's sealed. Nice. Now she has a nice bunch of breadcrumbs. And they smell wonderful. Perfect. So there you have it. That's how easy it is to whip together some breadcrumbs. And you know what? They're not cheap in the store. You can make your own. Make your own. There you have it. That's how easy it is. Add whatever you want, spice combination to it. And it's wonderful. Thanks for watching.